started. So we are starting with some composite functions, or it's composition of functions. All right. I can be done in about 20 minutes today. Because some of you still have tests that you're going to want graded. Anton's not here. But yeah, I'm working on them. I'm on the last page to grade. I haven't finished your class. Because you guys have 13 people, so. I was going to say, you guys have the lowest homework turn-in record out of all 5 of the classes.
Yeah, I heard somebody told me that you were making us think it was
Yeah.
No, I'm almost caught up. I promise. Like, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I went hardcore yesterday. I did a lot of that.
It made me
Okay,
so
good.
nervous because I get done with my
No,
homework,
my
I say I'm not
homework.
okay. I'm
Oh,
like,
I'm like a week
homework.
behind.
And I go on my calendar to make sure I have nothing else to do. And I see the homework too.
Oh, crap. All right.
I'm still not caught up from when I did my computer. Like, it really put me behind, and then I finally got.
Yeah. Can I scroll a little bit? Okay, I will leave the domain. Don't worry about the words. We're going to do examples of it here in a minute.
I'm not.
I got like
12 hours.
All right, can we start doing the examples or what? All right, no worries. I want you to do the notes first, then you can refill. People are going to be listening to this going, why did you gasp? Water bottle fell. Yeah, we're fine.
recording right now.
Yeah! I've been recording for like 3 minutes. What is wrong with that class? They can't hear that well. All right, guys. Yoo-hoo. Ready? Okay. So, with composition of functions, all right, think of it like a Russian nesting doll. Like the little dolls go inside of a slightly bigger doll, go inside of a bigger doll. All right. So, you always work from the inside out. Okay, so for our examples, you've got to start with G of 1. All right. So if I plug in 1 into G of X, it's just 4 times 1, and that gives me 4. Now the next step is taking what I just got, which is the 4, and plugging it into F. So I always draw like that little arrow, at least on the first one, so people can figure out where did that 4 come from. No, we're not doing ASMR because that would freak me out. All right, 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 minus 3 is 29. So my answer is 29.
This seems a lot more simple than last year.
We're right at the beginning of the chapter. So it's still review stuff. Don't trust her. Okay. Yeah, you did. You took it on Friday. Yeah. Yes, Xander, you were here on Friday and you took the test. I scored it. I don't remember. All right, can we get this show on the road? You did take it. So for this one, we've got f of negative 2. Focus, focus. All right, so I'm plugging in negative 2 to f of x. So negative 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 3 gives me 5. So the next part is I'm plugging back into f again, just because it freaks you out. And I'm going to plug 5 in. 47? Cool. So, I want you guys to use the same F and G, and I want you guys to try these two. I graded the B's. I'm working on the A's. Okay, I'm going to call on somebody to fill in these two. Let's go. Shh, I'm out of Capri Sun. Bring it later. All right. Anybody do the example on the left? Yeah. Okay, what'd you guys get for the one on the left? -4. You should have gotten -4. Do we need to go over this one? No. So angry. You just need the cable.
Yeah.
Do what I can. All right, so guys, yes or no? Are we in agreement on -4?
Yes.
Reagan just had a brain fart? Yeah. Okay. What about the one on the right with G of 1? 16? Okie dokie. So,
Wait, can I see how that would happen?
which one on? The one on the right?
The one on the right, yeah.
Okay. So what was G of X again? 4X. So,
Oh, I looked at the wrong one.
okay. That is the most common, like, screw up. People will start Frankensteining problems, or they'll write in certain parts, and it goes from there. All right, ready? Not really. Yeah, you got enough room. Yeah, you got plenty. Oh, yeah. It's a Pac-Man fake. No, he's got a little eyeball. It's a bank, child. He does. He collects money.
It's like Mr. Monopoly.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. All right, ready? So, shh. We're not going to start until we're ready with me. You guys ready? All right. So, what is the domain for f of x? Yeah, it's a quadratic, so it should be all real numbers. What is the domain for g of x? All real numbers again? Yeah, it's a line. It is linear. All of the things. Now, if your original functions are both all real numbers, then it doesn't matter how you plug these in, you're still going to end up with it being all real numbers. Okay? So f of g literally means that I am going to take g of x, which is 2x plus 3, and I'm going to plug it in on f every time I see x. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like. 2x plus 3, quantity squared, plus 3 times 2x plus 3 minus 1. Ugly? We're not going to FOIL it all out because I don't need to FOIL it all out to know that the domain for this composition is all real numbers. All right, quadratic, more quadratic crap, so my domain's still going to be negative infinity to positive infinity. All right, for g of f of x, do you think that's really going to change anything? Nope. Still going to have all real numbers for the domain. All right, but I do have one that's got restrictions on it. I'm going to show you guys how to find the restrictions, especially after we do the intervals. Yeah, they're both rational functions. Ready? All right, write that down. It might be tight. Oh, yeah. All right, we about ready? Ready? Okay. So, when it comes to rational functions, all right, the big thing is the order in which you do the composition. So let's first look at what my restrictions are for f of x and g of x. All right, what would be the restriction on f of x? -2. All right, so domain for this is x such that x does not equal -2. All right, what is the domain for g of x? What's my restriction? Can equal 1. All right, so when it comes to doing the actual composition, we're starting with f of g. Okay, so what was the restriction out of g again? +1. All right, so our domain for this answer is definitely going to have x cannot equal 1. All right, so here's what this looks like. All right, I'm plugging g of x into f of x. It's going to be a little ugly. And by a little, I mean kind of a lot. We've got fractions within fractions. See, and I hate decimals, so. Bless you. No, I'm going to show you. All right, so you guys, hey, clicky pants, calm down. All right, ready? So in looking at this, if I plug in 1 down here, I have 4 divided by 0. Is that still going to cause a problem? Can I add 2 to that? No, because dividing by 0 is bad, and that's how we got COVID. Okay, so that was your class, Kate, that came up with that. When we got back together with the blue and greens. Oh. It's a bit of a blue-green blur. Yeah. All right, so here, guys, here is going to be the next part. We need to figure out what's going to make the entire denominator equal 0. So I've got 4 over x minus 1 plus 2, and I need to set that equal to 0, because I still have the opportunity to end up dividing by 0, because I can't divide by 0. Yeah. Well, yeah, I can multiply anything by 0 and have it be 0, but that's still not going to help. Yep, I'm going to move the 2 over. Yeah. Can I cross multiply? Well, once I move that 2 over, it's just -2 over 1. So I've got 4 equals -2 times x minus 1. Do I need to distribute? Or can I divide by -2 real quick? I would divide just to make my life a little easier. So this gives me -2 equals x1. Add 1, and I am left with -1 equals x. That is my second restriction. All right, can I do my last problem? Squirrel children? All right. So this next one is going to be f of f. All right, same problems that we've been doing. So remember, f of x was what? 1 over x plus 2? Now, because we plugged f into f, what was the restriction on f? Positive 2 or negative 2? Negative 2. So I know it can't equal negative 2, but I got to figure out there is a second one. I prefer fractions over non-fractions. Luckily for you, I'm almost done. Because you're big kids now. Are you guys trying this part on your own, or?
I am trying it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you should have gotten negative 5 over 2. Okay, check it out. 1 over x plus 2 plus 2 should equal 0. So really this equals negative 2, right? I'm just trying to skip some steps. 1 equals negative 2. Better? It'd be like that sometimes. The negative 2. So remember, this is 1 over x plus. Yeah, it's me moving it. She was asking where the negative 2 came from, and I was saying, well, you have to subtract it off to move it over here, and then you can cross multiply. That is quite literally it. Are we okay? Okay.